Hi everyone, this is Bethany Anderson and welcome back to another video from Anderson Language Center. I hope you're all doing well tonight, and I'm probably going to keep this pretty short. Tonight we just have a quick topic. So last week, if you remember, we were talking about going to a store and what you say when you're looking for something at a store. So if you haven't had a chance to take a look at that video, you can go back and watch that one. But tonight I wanted to talk about going to a restaurant. So if you're thinking about some of the useful phrases that you might use when you go to a restaurant, you need to think about two different situations if you're going to a fast food restaurant, which is very informal, or if you're going to what we call a sit-down restaurant, where you go and sit down and the waiter or waitress or server, as they're usually called now, the server comes to your table and gives you a menu and asks what you would like to drink and then takes your order. Okay, so two slightly different situations: a fast food restaurant, which is more informal, and then a sit-down restaurant, which is more formal. Okay, so first of all, let's think about a fast food restaurant like McDonald's or KFC or Wendy's or whatever fast food restaurant you want to go to. You go up and you say what? You say, "Hi, I'd like the number 4. Okay, pretty simple. You can say, "I'd like." And I'd means I would. So if you want, you can say I would like, but usually people just shorten that a little bit and they say I'd like. Hi, I'd like the Big Mac. Or usually at a fast food restaurant, everything is with numbers, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you say, "Hi, I'd like the number 3. Hi, I'd like number 6. Okay, so I'd like. Another way you can say that is I'll take. Okay, I'll take. Hi, I'll take a number 6 and a number 2. Okay, so very similar meaning. I'd like and I'll take. So you decide which one is you like better, which one is easier for you to pronounce, and you just get that one in your mind, whichever one you prefer. So I'd like or I'll take. Okay, so that's at a fast food restaurant. Pretty simple. At a sit-down restaurant, you can just imagine you go in, usually the host or the hostess is the first person you see, and they usually ask you, "How many?" Okay, what does that mean, how many? That means how many people will be eating with you. Okay, so if it's 2 people, you say 2. If you're expecting more people, you say the total number of people that will be at your table. So 5, 10, however many people you're expecting. Okay, so you say 2. They say, "Okay, follow me." They take you to a table, you sit down, and then usually they ask you right away for your drink order. Sometimes maybe they'll give you the menu first, or they might ask you first, what can I get you to drink? Or what would you like to drink? Okay, so when you go in at first, you need to have in your mind your drink first, because that's the first thing that they'll be asking. So if you haven't had time to look at a menu, you can ask, because maybe you don't know what drinks they have. You can ask, do you have lemonade? Or do you have Pepsi? Okay, so that's a good idea, a good question to have in your mind right away when you go into a sit-down restaurant. Do you have, okay, do you have lemonade? Do you have coffee? Do you have whatever you want to drink? Okay. So they go to get your drinks, you have your menu, you're looking at the menu to decide what you want to eat, and usually they give you, 2 or 3 minutes to decide, to make your selection of what you want, and then the server will come back to the table and say, have you decided? Or are you ready? And then you'll say, really the same as at a fast food restaurant. I'd like the steak. Okay? I'd like the chicken. Whatever, just read from the menu, your selection, whatever you want from the menu. I'd like the. Okay, so I'd like the. Or again, you can say, I'll take the steak. I'll take the fajitas. I'll take the pad thai, whatever you want. Okay, so I'd like the, or I'll take the. Okay, so those are the main phrases that you really need to know when you go to any restaurant, to order in a polite way. Okay, there's other ways you can say it, but really those two are the most common phrases for ordering. I'd like and I'll take. Okay, and if you have a different way that you usually order food and you're not sure, is this okay? Is this a good way to ask also? Just write in the comments. Tell me how you usually order food at a restaurant, and I'll answer you and I'll let you know, yeah, that's a good way too. Or maybe you can change it a little bit. Okay, because like we talked about last week, there are ways that you can ask questions and say things that are okay. People will understand you, but maybe there's a little bit more polite. Remember, polite is educado. Okay, maybe there's a little nicer way, a little more polite way that you could say it so that it sounds a little better. For example, in this situation, you can say, I want the chicken. Okay, that they'll understand you. That's perfectly clear. It's correct grammar, but maybe not as polite as saying, I'd like the chicken, or I'll take the chicken. Okay, those ways sound just a little bit more polite, a little bit nicer. Okay, so if you have any questions about this, about ordering at a restaurant, go ahead and leave your questions in the comments. And I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you again next week.